Greenbrier.
Yeah, right. So a huge one here tonight. Bulldogs can get a leg up, really help the season, help the psyche, really, of the guys coming off a loss to Russellville. A game, I believe, was a 13-point loss, but they played a lot better than that. If they can just cut down on dadgum mental errors and turnovers. Of course, I talked to Coach Husband the other night at the junior high game, and he's like, yeah, like that's not really a big analysis. That's pretty obvious. So he's right. I mean, it's not rocket science.
He don't sugarcoat a whole lot.
No, he doesn't. Bulldogs and the Road Navies, they've got gray numerals with gray Greenwood across the front. It's Josh Ligon, Aiden Kinnan, Peyton Presson, L.J. Robbins, and the good doctor, or the bad doctor, the other doctor, Dr. Holt.
Yeah.
Dawson Holt out there on the floor, our starting five, and Donnie Husband in his 5th season. Postseason appearance last year, that's kind of the goal. Now you just build on that and try to work towards getting that conference championship, get a better seed in the postseason. We got the horses to do it. Just got to get everybody on the same page and get to work. Van Buren obviously hungry. They've got a lot of experience back. As you see, Malachi Henry is going to start for Van Buren. Jackson Cazell. Glavin McDonald, he's a junior.
He was a problem last year, if I remember right.
Connor Myers, a senior. Drew Brazel is the 5th senior. He's 5th starter. He's a junior. So they've got 3 juniors, 2 seniors, and here's Malachi Henry also starting tonight. Connor Myers for Van Buren. They're in their home whites, green numerals, Van Buren, and green across the front.
Yeah, they may just use theirs. I don't know if they've got a huddle camera. They may just upload it from theirs.
Yep, good. We can use the live stream. Better quality picture.
Definitely quality announcing.
That's the fact, Jack. Mossy Oak Properties, appreciate Michael Gray and his folks over there at Mossy Oak Properties for all their support of our radio and live stream broadcasts. We'll find you some land for the home or the farm. Mossy Oak Properties. We'll get you a website one of these days. Ligon will jump center with Myers, and Greenwood controls the tip. Doc Holt, or L.J. Robbins, rather, in the backcourt. Here he comes from left to right. Ligon takes over now, top of the key. You go to high post, Presson. He's just a workhorse up and won't go to
offensive foul.
The charge called on Presson. Well, I thought I got a boys roster, but it's another girls roster. You got another boys roster?
I do.
Oh, you're the man. I knew you did.
You need one of them?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Here for you.
Yeah. The best AD in the business. Preston with his first foul. Let me mark that down. Here we go. Myers has it down the corner, or McDonald rather, threw it away, and a steal by Ligon. Ahead it goes to Holt. He runs it down, finds his mate back out way on the floor. Josh Ligon will reset in the half court. Man-to-man defense for Van Buren. 3 ball from Holt. Splash! Oh, baby!
No hesitation. He caught and fired from deep there. Greenwood with the 3-0 advantage.
Assist to Ligon. Just underway, 7:08 to go, first period. Myers comes left side to Cazell. That's Henry with it up top. Now left wing, Brazel. McDonald, top of the key. Tried to feed into Henry, got it to him. 3 ball coming from Brazel. Good.
He answers. We'll see this back and forth all night.
Drew Brazel. 3-3. Here's Ligon with it up top for Greenwood to Holt now. Up top, Preston from the right wing. Comes back right to Kinnan. Popping out's Ligon. Top of the key for 3. Wouldn't go. Aiden Kinnan with an offensive board who had it stripped away. They're going the other direction. That's Brazel. Malachi Henry hard to the cup. Won't go. Ligon with a rebound. Flipped it to Kinnan. His second board. Here comes Aiden back across the timeline left to right. Fed inside to Preston. Left block. Up and wouldn't go. Had a shot blocked. Yep. Out of bounds. to Greenwood. Preston, first game was last Friday, and he was most impressive back in the lineup. Robbins will trigger the inbound left side of the lane to Holt for three. Won't go from the left corner. Rebound cleared out of there by Myers, and here comes Van Buren Brazel. Back to Myers. Baseline jumper for McDonald is good for Glavin McDonald. He's got that shooting touch. A little mid-range jumpers, 5 to 3-pointers. 5:50 first period. Ligon to Holt left wing. Dawson goes to high post to Preston. Now Robbins, LJ trying to penetrate. Jump stop back out to Kennan for three. Top of the key. Won't go. Rebound cleared out by McDonald. Brazel into the front court for Van Buren. Leaves it for McDonald. Thought about a three from deep up top. Not there. They work it around the perimeter. Back to right side to Drew Brazel. Deep three. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look out.
Brazel's got 6 to begin this ball game.
8 to 3. Greenwood with the ball trailing. Robbins dribbles to the right wing. He'll direct traffic, find Ligon. Back to Robbins. Thought about a three. Now he'll step back. Up and away she goes. No good. And McDonald with the rebound. Brazel into the front court. Finds Henry, but threw it away. That's Holt got it. He tried to save it right back to Holt. That's a steal. Doc on the run. All the way up and under. Shot block. Preston flying in for the board. He can't hold it, and it goes back to Van Buren.
Yeah, Doc tried to avoid the contact there. Tried to go up and under.
Very athletic move, but good patience by the Van Buren defender to wait and still got a hand on the ball. Brazel hands it to Cazell. Now up top to McDonald. Here's Henry now right wing. 4:35 to go. 8 to 3-pointers. It's been the Brazel show. He's got the ball up top. Made 2 threes already. Cazell. Now McDonald. They go right side to Henry. Down low on the block to Myers. Turnaround jumper. Good.
Good move there. Went over his right shoulder. Kind of a fadeaway there.
Greenwood down a touchdown now, 10 to 3. We'll say that very often over here at Van Buren. Here's Kennan now to Ligon, left side. Pressing at the high post. Payton to Dawson Holt. Here's Kennan up top. Preston's got it top of the key. Gets to Doc Holt, 3-ball. Splash! His second three. Dawson's got all Greenwood's points. 10 to 6. Glavin McDonald hands it to Cazell. Up top it goes to Brazel. He'll hand it to Henry, right side. Up top McDonald. Got a pick from Henry. Dribble around the perimeter. No back cut there. Back to Myers out on the floor. He'll hand it to Cazell. Into the key. Nice pick and roll. Myers missed a shot. Ligon with the board. And here comes Greenwood. It's his third rebound. Ligon, crossover up top. And they're going to call carrying the basketball. Coach Husband wants a timeout. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Van Buren 10, Greenwood 6. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. And we welcome you back to Claire Bates Gymnasium. Ronald Reagan Realty sponsors our senior profile every year. Hunter Houston's our guy tonight. Triple H, 3.8 GPA. Not sure about college yet. Has some football offers. Don't know about it. He also plays baseball and basketball, so we'll see what he ends up doing. It's good to have options. Scotty and Allison Houston, his parents. 10 to 6. Van Buren with the ball. Greenwood showing some pressure. Preston with a steal to Ligon. Up and off the window. Shot block. Preston's offensive board. Left it for Kennan. He'll go up strong. Fade away. Not there. Preston another offensive board. Working hard off the window. Good. Wow, what an action from the Bulldogs on the glass.
Well, he deserved that as much as he did on that possession. Was able to just stick with it. Good stick-to-itiveness from the Greenwood Bulldogs and able to get off the window there for 2. Greenwood cuts the lead, which once was 7, down to 2.
10-8 now. 3 ball on the way. Will not go. No box out, though. Offensive glass, and the putback's missed. Now Preston got him. Darn it.
Yeah, that'll be 2 if it's on Preston. It is. That's his second. So quickly off the bench for foul trouble, I'm assuming, going to be Kenneth Chick.
10-8.
No, Carnes will be the first one off the bench.
Well, here's Myers, lefty's free throw rattled home. He's got 3 points, 1 more for the senior. Preston takes a seat. Great job from Peyton Preston and Grant Carnes, who's been oddly quiet of late. Love to see him go off here tonight in Van Buren. He's a sophomore. Second free throw is good. He's got 4 points. Connor Myers does. It's 11-8.
12-8.
12-8, rather, yes. Here's L.J. Robbins. And now Ligon goes to Kennan, looking to penetrate. Got a pick from Carnes, which I would hate to get. Holt, now right side's Ligon. Carnes up top. L.J. right wing. Pick and roll not there. Good defense by Myers for Van Buren. Holt's got it out on the floor. Finds Kennan with 8 on the shot clock. Here's L.J. up top. Holt. Pump fake, step back, 3, will not go. Battle for the board. Kennan's got it. Hayden will set it, bring it out and reset. His third board. Carnes, floater, won't go. Holt's rebound not there, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll have free throws coming.
And that's one of those question marks. You're going to wonder if that was going to be an offensive foul for climbing over the back. But they get Malachi Henry, picks up his first.
Holt will toe the line. First free throws for Dawson Holt. He's got 6 points, buried a couple of threes. Trying to cut this back to a 2-point game. First free throw, long. Just stay in there a little longer. Fading away.
Hold it. Now Chick off the bench for the Bulldogs, as well as Hunter Houston.
Substitution. Here's Brendan Chick coming in. Brendan is a junior. And Triple H, our Ronald Reagan Realty Player Spotlight. Hunter Houston will come in. The 6'1"
Well, we got
senior.
6. Somebody's got to get off the floor.
I think maybe Hunter was supposed to come in. No, or somebody was coming in for Aiden. Okay.
Chick was telling Kennan, you're out. Kennan said, no, I'm good.
Well, we can't play with 6, Aiden. I understand that. Holt missed the second. Battle for the board. Carnes nearly tipped it in. We're going the other way. 12-8. Van Buren's lead. It's Brazel. Left it for McDonald for 3.
Yeah, can't leave him.
They can definitely shoot the 3 ball.
Greenwood trying to figure out who was on who.
Yep. 15-8. Remember that possession is back to a 7-point lead, their largest. Holt around the pick in the key. 16-footer won't go. Battle for the board. Out of there with it is 22 Myers.
Oh.
McDonald thought about a deep 3. Sweet Moses. Here's Myers up top.
That may have been from short or long or something.
Right, Henry. We'll call it figure 5. Stopping and popping's Cazell. Yep, he got it. Just kind of working and working. Found a little hole, buried it. 17-8. Largest lead of the night for Van Buren is 9. L.J. Robbins nearly lost the handle on his own. Now he'll penetrate, go hard to the basket, and the ball got tipped in the air. It was like a blocked shot, but he came back down with it, so it's called a travel. Interesting. That's when you just got to kind of throw off the guy's face or knee and let it go out of bounds and reset. That'll stop some of the block shot attempts. Cazell.
7-0 run right now for Van Buren. It was 10-8.
Yeah. Backdoor cut. Greenwood caught sleeping. Myers up off the window. 6 points for him. It's 19-8. Coach Husband going to try to wait for the period to end. There's 28 seconds left. Greenwood down by 11. Holt. He's got it. Back to Chick on the pick and roll. Brendan couldn't hang on to it. And it's Brazel for Van Buren on the run into the front court. Back out it goes with 13 seconds. They'll hold for the last shot. And that's McDonald with it out near the VB logo. Gives it to Brazel. Looking for a lane. Pitches it out to Myers for 3. Good. From the right wing. Period ends 21-8. Van Buren in command. 22-8, I beg your pardon. Van Buren in command here after one period. Bulldogs cut it down to 2, but Van Buren finishes on a 12-0 run. We'll take a break here at Claire Bates Greenwood Sports Center and live on the Sports Hall 103.5. Van Buren's basketball. Here we go. Second period. 22-8. Pointers in the lead. Henry with it. Right wing. Inside to Myers. 15 foot away. Skips it across to Cazell. He's working on LJ. Nice cut down the lane from Brazel. And then a reach-in foul on
LJ. Oh, Dawson Holt.
They called it on one, but yeah, he's out there. I didn't think Doc was on the floor. That's his first. Ligon and Hunter Houston check in. Preston comes in. Ligon and Kennan are in. Carnes, Hunter Houston, and Chick come out. So original 5 back on the floor for Greenwood with 7:41 to go. Here's a 3 ball on the way from McDonald.
They finally missed.
Yep, Holt high for the board for Greenwood. Ahead it comes to LJ, right wing. Skipped it over to Ligon. He couldn't handle the pass in the left corner, out of bounds.
Missed opportunities, obviously, and you want to get a shot up there.
7:31, second period. The lead's 14. Van Buren's got it in the half court. Henry up top for the Pointers. Leaves it to Brazel. 15-footer from the right elbow won't go.
Too close.
Yeah, LJ Robbins with the board. And he was going to push. Aaron throw finds Preston as he got it back somehow. Peyton in the lane for LJ, cutting down the baseline. Out to Kennan up top. He'll drive, floater. Yes, soft as church music. Kennan finally on the board. Got to have him. Got to have Kennan scoring for us if we're going to be successful. And that breaks the 12-0 run. It's 22-10. Up top's Cazell. To Brazel. He'll dribble into the key. Back to Cazell, right side this time. Low post Myers. Skipped it out to Henry for 3, left wing. Yep. Malachi Henry. They're just feeling it right now.
Yeah, they missed one, I think, so far.
Yep. 25-10. Our largest lead's 15 for the Pointers here. Holt's got it way out on the floor. Finds Aiden Kennan. Ligon now left wing. High post Peyton Preston. To Holt. Thought about a 3 left side. Pick and roll is not there. Jumper for Holt. Wouldn't go. Long rebound to Preston. He'll penetrate. Go to Ligon. Ligon. Right corner. Back out to LJ. Third board for Preston. Kennan will set up in the half court, and Peyton Preston will come out and get it. To LJ, right wing. Try to direct some traffic against his man-to-man defense. 6-minute mark, second period. 15-point Van Buren lead. Shot clock's at 14. Ligon shot wouldn't go. It's a good look.
Yeah, off the hill of the iron there.
Myers with the board. He'll leave it for Brazel. Now back to Myers, top of the key. To Henry, right wing. Puts it on the floor. One dribble back to Cazell left on the right side. Looking for a pick from Henry. Got it into the paint. Shot won't go. He's fouled. I can't be on Preston.
Nope, it's 11. LJ picks up his first.
Team's fourth. Free throws coming for
he was
Jackson
shooting that?
Cazell. No, he was not. It's on the floor. Wow. Man. Tough sledding here at Claire Bates. Ball don't lie. Missed the first one. Triple H back in. Our Ronald Reagan Realty player spotlight tonight. And the second one's good for Cazell. Bryce Perkins will check in. He's a junior for Van Buren. First time we've seen him. And Seeger came in, I believe, as well. Clark Seeger, he's a junior. 26-10, their largest lead is 16. Kennan out on the floor. Trying to penetrate, spins the left elbow to Preston in the left corner. Peyton looking over the defense. Trying to get a pick. Holt kind of got in the way. Kennan has room for 3. Off the mark, rebound, cleared out of there by Brazel. Brazel's on the run. Top of the key with it. He'll stop and they'll set up in a half court. Here's Seeger. Around the horn, hands it to Perkins. 3 ball coming from McDonald. Yep, he got it. Glad that McDonald with his second 3. That's 8 points, and Coach Husband needs a timeout. It's 29-10. Greenwood just looks lethargic and out of sync, and they're burying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes.
That's 18 points if my math's right.
Yeah.
18. They've outscored us on 3-pointers alone, obviously, 18-10. Greenwood had some shots falling early. Doc Holt was knocking down some shots. Aiden Kennan got one to fall, but have had some missed opportunities on the offensive end. And when they're hitting like they are, you can't have missed opportunities on the offensive end because that digs yourself a really big hole, and Greenwood's staring in a really big hole now. It's 29-10. Van Buren, give them credit. They've knocked down shot after shot after shot, and it hadn't been just the high percentage shots. They've been outside knocking down three-pointers, 6 of those in the first quarter. Well, the first quarter and a half, I guess, now. And they lead this one 29-10.
Mossy Oak Properties, Field Farm and Homes, America's Land Specialists. Appreciate all their help. ABC Printing, Golden Gems Pawn, Saturn Freight. I'll get it out in a minute.
It's your first time on the radio.
It is. Farmers Bank, of course. Stein, Mr. James Stein. Lots of folks in Greenwood helping out. It's unbelievable. Here's Ligon now. Greenwood's got it off a timeout and a turnover. Ligon just threw it to I'm not sure who. I thought he would have went and scored there. The other way, Van Buren couldn't get the shot to go, but it blocked out Myers' offensive board. His follows up and in. He's got 11. It's 31-10, 21-point lead for Van Buren, largest of the night. Kennan to the right elbow finds Ligon. 3 from the right corner, won't go. Brazel with a board for Van Buren. He wants to push.
One and done on the offensive end for Greenwood. Van Buren kept the possession alive last time down and got 2 points to show for that. Ligon, good play there defensively, slid over and took the charge.
McDonald's first, team's second. 4:17 to go. To 31-10 lead for the Pointers. I believe this is maybe a 6-0 run. It was 22-10. Yeah, it's a 9-0 run.
To begin the quarter.
Yep. So, here's Kennan trying the right side of the lane.
They're going to call offensive foul.
It's on Kennan, his first. 4:02 to go. 31-10. Van Buren leads. Did not see this one coming. Knew they were pretty good shooters out there, but did not see Greenwood playing this flat. Van Buren student section in their favorite sports team jerseys is the theme tonight. Not many better than Van Buren student section. They're pretty good. That's a charge.
They'll be the same thing.
3 in a row. The same officials called all 3. That's Bryce Perkins first. And that's good to see. A lot of times you'll see officials say, well, I can't call 3 in a row. Well, here's the deal. You can just call a basketball game. No one's keeping count except for, I guess, me.
That's a stat you got?
Well, I get it painstaking sometimes when they won't call the third one because I've already called 2. Just call the ball game. If you call a charge every trip, it's a charge every trip. Here's Kennan, right wing or left wing, looking to penetrate. Nothing there. LJ comes and helps out on the left side. Back up top to Kennan, pressing high or the low block, looking for room. Tried to give it to a cutting LJ. He lost the handle. McDonald out of there with it for Van Buren. He'll find Seeger. Now down to Myers, left block. Tried to spin, nothing there. Out to Brazel, air ball. Rebound ran down by McDonald, but he was on the baseline over to Van Buren.
Yeah, down here on the offensive end, I think Peyton was expecting somebody there, but he kind of backed out, kind of pulled the chair out from underneath him, and Peyton was expecting contact, didn't get it, and was kind of in no man's land, falling backwards.
Here's LJ. Now Kennan up top. Ligon penetrating, forcing a shot. There's our wow. That's how we went with a block. Yeah, we'll take it.
That's McDonald. That's his second.
And Ligon will go to the line for free throws. I will be completely honest with you. Had that gone the other way, I would have said it's okay to call 4 charges in a row.
Now, do you have to make that statement to begin the conversation? I will be completely honest with you. That makes me think that you're not honest with me the rest of the time. You've got to clarify that before you say something.
Well, that just means that was a bad call. It should have been a charge. So had it been the tables turned, he was not going to call that a charge on the other end either because he's already called 3 in a row. That's my theory. Ligon missed the free throw. Coach Brad Autry is going to put in some subs for Van Buren. One more for Josh Ligon. He hadn't scored tonight in the junior guard. 31-10. If nothing else, we've got to make free throws. He missed them both. Cazelle's got it for Van Buren. Finds Brazel. Ligon took a shot on the other end. He's slow getting up. And Holt with the steal. Got in the passing lane. Here comes Greenwood the other way. Dock all the way to the cup, up and in, good. He's got 8 points, and now they'll try to stop the action to see if Ligon's all right. May just caught an unfriendly elbow down there.
I think it was a shoulder. He turned and hit somebody smooth in the.
It'll give me a chance to tell you that number 35, Rodrigo Henriquez, has checked in for Van Buren. I thought I saw one more come in, but I guess not, just him. Ligon's out. Triple H is in. Hunter Houston. Here comes Brazel. And he'll find Rodriguez. Stolen again by Holt. Back-to-back possessions. His third steal. 31-12. Dawson shaking and baking. Stops and pops. Wouldn't go. Rebound cleared out of there by Cazell. Maybe a little bit too aggressive for Doc, but hey, we got some points somewhere. Here's Brazel. And Coach Autry wants a timeout for Van Buren. 31-12. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here.
Greenwood trying to get something going offensively. They forced Brazel to go to his left. They're not letting him go right. They're trying to force him to go to the left, and you see Hunter Houston out here at the top of the zone trying to force that to where he's not obviously comfortable. It's scouting report. It's obviously watching some film and seeing where he is most comfortable. They've tried to force him to go left, and his last possession down here was an air ball. When he was on that right side of the floor, he was knocking him down like it was nobody's business. They move him over to the left side, and it's not his most comfortable side. We'll go with that. Now, it's hard to say that really because he's been deadly from behind the arc. But an adjustment there for Greenwood trying to force him to go left.
Here come the pointers. Brazel's got it. Dribble to the right side and hand it off to Henry.
As soon as I say that, he goes right.
Here's Cazell coming out of the left side up to the top, and he'll hand it to Brazel out on the floor. To Henry, left side. Up top, Cazell. To Brazel. Shot clock's at 3. Brazel. Deep 3 at the buzzer for McDonald, and they're going to wave this off. Said shot clock violation. Either way, it was going to be Greenwood's basketball.
That's 35 tough seconds of defense for Greenwood.
Beautiful. Rodriguez back in for Van Buren. He'll get Glavin McDonald. Here's L.J. Robbins with 1:40 left in the second period. Greenwood getting pummeled right now in Van Buren, 31-12. Pressing up top. Comes to L.J. Nice back cut. That's how it's supposed to look. Robbins to a cutting Kennan and up and in. No problem. Got to start doing that. 31-14. Have good possessions.
Those are two wide receivers hitting one another.
Yeah, baby. Brazel. Now Henry up top. Dribbling around against Hunter Houston. Rodriguez tried to baseline, dumped it off. LJ has a steal.
They're going to call a charge again. Peyton Presson with 2 fouls. Gamble's there. Slides over and takes the charge.
First on Rodriguez. He'll come out, and Perkins will come back in. 31-14. Greenwood needs another good possession here. Just got to get within half of the lead. Get down 15 or 16. Here's LJ. Left it for Preston. He'll drive hard to the bucket. Kick it to Houston for 3. Splash! Triple H out of the corner. Let's go. 31-17, down 14. Bulldogs making a run here with 55 seconds left before halftime. Cazell with the dribble. Up top, Myers. Thought about a 3. He'll put it on the deck. To the left side. Nobody home. Preston cut him off. LJ flashes for a steal. Robbins out ahead of the pack. Up off the window. Good. 31-19. Clock running 33 seconds. Henry with it into Brazel. Bulldogs have cut it to 12. Just what the doctor ordered. A little 7-0 run here. Brazel's got it. Tough time dribbling. Now he gets his handles back. Working on Holt. He'll drive, walk, no call. Off the window, tip, not good. Rebound, tipped around, and cleared out of there by Cazell. He's in the left corner with no dribble. Finds Henry, and a timeout called by Van Buren with 7 seconds left. What a good exchange there from Greenwood, Doc.
Yeah, recovery there. I mean, Van Buren had one that just was spinning around that rim. Didn't fall through. They maintained the possession, get it in the corner, Greenwood trying to trap there. Coach Autry calls the timeout to make sure they preserve the possession. 7.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Greenwood on a little bit of a run here. It was the 140 mark. They were down 31-12. They've gone on a 7-0 run, as you mentioned. Really need to close out here defensively and keep that momentum to roll into the second half.
I got 31-10 written down here. They were down. That's a 9-0 run.
Well, at the 140 mark, it was 31-12.
Goodness, yeah, gotcha. Goodness gracious.
I looked at the clock.
Right. I'm just saying, but it's actually a 9-0 run.
Right.
Yeah.
But from the 140 mark,
Yes, right. 7 seconds.
I know what I said.
Can we get a steal and make a half quarter?
I mean, you draw it up here, obviously, if you're Van Buren. You want to get a quality shot. Greenwood's got to really put down the defensive clamps.
Because anybody can make the quality shot. These 5 out here, all 5 can fill it up.
Yeah, they're going to try to get it back to...
Brazel's got it. He'll pitch it over to Cazell, to Henry up top for 3. Way off the mark. L.J. Robbins will give him that final board. Hey, Greenwood battling here. Held him to only 9 points in the period. Scored 11. So they chopped into the lead now. You say, wow, you're down 12 and you're happy. We're not happy, but it's a lot better than 31-10 that we saw earlier. Just got to keep grinding. For Greenwood, Holt leads the way in the first half with 6 points, 3 steals, and a rebound. 4 points for Kennan. Triple H had a 3-ball, a big 3 from the left corner. We just saw that a while ago. Robbins with a basket and 2 assists. Preston's got a basket, 3 boards, 2 assists, and Aiden Kennan with 4 points for Greenwood. We're 0 for 4 from the line. That's not good. Oh, lots of threes for Van Buren. 6 points for Brazel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Myers. He leads the way. 8 for McDonald. Henry's got a 3, and Jackson Cazell's got a basket and a free throw. 31-19 at half. We'll step away. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. We are back here at Claire Bates Gymnasium, Van Buren, America. Greenwood Bulldog basketball. Tim Terry, Dr. Dustin Smith will rejoin in a moment. Glad to have you aboard here. Conference game number 2, first road trip. Of course, Greenwood on the road on Tuesday nights, at home on Friday nights for the first half of the round robin. Then they'll flip it when February gets here. The first Friday in February, we will be on the road on Friday and at home on Tuesday. The Tuesday, which is the February the 1st, I think, or maybe January 31st. Either way, is a bye week now. If there's a snow game, they'll leave that date open in the middle of the round robin. So that'll be our bye. That last Tuesday in January, I think it's the 31st or the February 1st. I don't remember, Doc, but one of the two. I guess I can use this handy calendar on my phone. Yeah, I can use this handy calendar on this phone. So we're at home this Friday, the 13th. The Goblins coming to town.
Yeah, Fridays in January, the Bulldogs are at home.
Oh.
Fridays in February, the Bulldogs are on the road.
Can you imagine the Golden Goblins on Friday the 13th? Whatever are we going to do?
Win some basketball games,
That's right.
I hope.
Hopefully we can come off a nice comeback victory here. This will be a big one. Down 21 at one point. Hunter Houston with a big 3 there late in the half to spark this comeback. And his mother right in front of us, she's getting her seat back, telling Pops to get out of the way. We got same seats. I like that.
Yeah, not superstitious. I just don't like change. Kind of not superstitious, but suspicious, I guess.
Suspicious, yes. Field Farm and Homes, America's land specialist. Mossy Oak Properties. Appreciate Mr. Michael Gray and all the folks over at Mossy Oak Properties. Tonight's game sponsored in part by them fine folks. 31-19, Bulldogs were down 31-10 at one point. We'll finish on a 9-0 run. It will be our basketball up to start the period, if that little red dot's right on the possession. Yeah, I see it up there too.
And that's big. Go on that 9-0 run and get the ball to begin the second half. Greenwood with the possession. Josh Legan came out momentarily, went back to the locker room. So his day here probably is complete. Don't want to make speculation, obviously, but he took a hard hit on a screen earlier.
Yeah.
He came out for a moment, went back to the locker room.
Yeah, the old, you got to be super careful anymore. Probably should have been super careful a lot earlier in life, personally. But well, I've never had a concussion that I know of, but I've concussed a whole lot of hamburgers at one point.
Whoa, I mean, that's in your previous days. That was last year,
right?
I mean, you're on this weight loss kick.
Yeah,
where you're going to
I've lost
be a shell of yourself.
21 pounds, like a duck losing a feather. But we're getting there. It's only because I'm having knee surgery, and it's now in March. But anyway.
You got a little more time.
I got to be a good reason to do something. Here we go, Bulldogs basketball. They're working right to left here in the second half on your radio dial. Kennan's got it top of the key. Floater off the window. Party time. Picking up right where we left off. Assist from L.J. Robbins. We've cut it to 10 now. Can we get a defensive stopper here? Here's Cazell. They flip it around to McDonald. Out on the floor is Brazel. In the right corner, Cazell. Now Brazel to McDonald around the perimeter. 1-3-1 this time, looks like defensively. 3 on the way from Brazel. Yep, picking up where he left off. That's his third 3.
What side of the floor was that on? That'd be the right side.
34-21, Van Buren. Bulldogs had it to 10 for a moment at 31-21. It was an 11-0 run they thwarted just then. Holt stops, pops, kicks it out to Hunter Houston. 3 wouldn't go. Had a good look. Rebound cleared out by Van Buren, and McDonald will bring it up.
I'll get a stop on this end.
Henry on the right side, out to McDonald. Staying over here on the right, hands it to Henry. They swap spots. Kai Henry to Brazel. He's going to try to penetrate, kick it out to McDonald. 3 ball, right wing. Yep. That's his third 3. He's got 11.
We saw this begin the game. They were deadly from 3. They've hit their first 2 to begin the second half.
That's 8 for the game. 37-21, back to 16, just like that. A 6-0 run. Peyton pressing out on the floor. He's got room Myers gives him. Kennan now right wing. Aiden, he can make a 3. He'd rather go in. That's going to be a charge. Yeah.
Yep.
Tough sledding in there.
2 on him, and Aiden is just aggressive, trying to get to the basket. Call it scouting report if you will.
Yeah.
We saw it in the girls' game. You draw some contact, hit the floor.
Brazo brings it across. Leaves it for McDonald out on near the half-court stripe. Picked his dribble up. Holt's trying to challenge. He'll find Myers at the high post. Back out to McDonald. Deep three. Won't go. Long rebound handled by Brazo. Cut off. Finds Myers top of the key to Cazell, right wing. They'll reset in the half court with a fresh shot clock. Here's Brazo driving in. Lost the handle, but right to Myers. Lucky. He's fortunate.
Fortuitous.
Up top's Cazell. He'll give it to McDonald. He'll bring it back out and center it up with 5:50 to play in the third period and 10 on the shot clock. Brazo drives the right baseline. Travel, no call. Float shot won't go. Up over the back. Myers, no call.
We just left him.
We left him all alone down low. They gave it right back to him. Wow. Myers with 13 now. And it's 39-21, right back to 17 points. That ball's kicked. Shot clock stays at 30. There's 5.5 minutes to go in the third. All the way down to the Van Buren cheerleading squad.
And this is Greenwood's got to get points on this possession.
Got to. Sets an 8-0 run by the Pointers. LJ gets the inbounds out on the floor. He'll penetrate down the right side. Stopped and had it stolen from him. Yeah, Cazell just took it from him. Other way's Brazo. Back to Henry, now Brazo. Up top, Myers. 5:15 to go, third period. 18-point lead, rather. Kennan nearly a steal from McDonald. He'll keep it and give it to Henry, left side. Up top, Cazell cutting through. Man-to-man defense for Greenwood. Van Buren in the home whites. Cazell got it at the left elbow and a travel on McDonald. Unforced error. The lead is 18. Greenwood again at the 5-minute mark, needing some points right here.
Yeah. Empty possessions to begin. Had 21 at the half. No, had 19, so got 2 here in the quarter. We played 3 minutes.
The first 2, made it 31-21. Hadn't scored since. Yeah. Pressing to LJ left wing. Up top, Kennan, set piece. No 3 there. Holt's got it. Back to Kennan, 3 ball. Off the window, won't go. Rebound, Myers.
Kennan
Set play.
He hadn't been able to dial that in from long range.
Myers has it. Left corner, McDonald's 3. Yep.
And he has been.
That's his 4-3, 9 for the game. He's got 14 points, 9 total for the team. And they've doubled him up 42-21. Here's LJ. Forces a 3 from the left wing.
Okay.
Splash! Why not? He's got 5 points. Preston gets that assist. And Coach Husband says, let's take a timeout. Come off a positive note there.
30-second timeout. But with LJ, he caught that in rhythm.
Yeah.
He didn't dribble. He caught it, just shot it. And it was true, and Greenwood cuts into the lead. A three-pointer there. Now, there's a lot of work to be done, obviously. But for shooters, sometimes you've got to see the ball go through the net. Once it goes through the net, you start feeling a little more confident. You start getting a little better rhythm. And hopefully Greenwood can get some shots to fall here in the rest of this third quarter. We played halfway through this third quarter. And unfortunately, Van Buren has knocked down 3 shots from the outside. One possession, we just left the offensive player underneath the goal trying to go defend somebody else.
Yep.
So they have 11. Greenwood with 5 here in the quarter.
42-24. Here come the Pointers. 4:10 to go, third period. Into the front court now, Brazel. Left side of the circle. He'll leave it for McDonald, 3. Hey, they missed one. Kennan high for a board. That's his 4th rebound. Aiden on the run. Down the right side. Had it stripped away. They're going to call a foul. That's questionable, but we'll take it. It's on Cazell, his team's first of the half. Haven't called many fouls in the game overall. A bunch of charges, actually, which is different. Here's Preston. Got the inbound. Right wing up top to LJ. To Holt, right side. Deep 3. Won't go. Long rebound handled by Cazell. McKinnon with a steal. He'll stop and pop from 17 feet. It's not there. Rebound handled this time by Brazel.
Kennan got that, but Hunter Houston poked it free from behind into the waiting arms of Aiden Kennan.
We'll give Houston the steal then. Here's McDonald. Gives to Cazell. He'll let a 3 go from the left side.
Yeah,
Sweet Moses. That's his first 3. Great. Welcome to the party, pal. 6 points for him. 10th three-pointer. Greenwood's made 4. 45-24. Van Buren, nice back cut from Houston, but couldn't finish there. Kennan kind of repaid the favor as Houston threw him the ball all year. Kennan with a nice inside assist, but Hunter couldn't finish. Brazel goes the entire length of the floor, makes the layup. He's got 11. It's 47-24. Greenwood back in a humongous hole. Cut this thing to 10 at 31-21. It's a 16-3 run. LJ from the right corner comes off a pick. Stops and pops, top of the key. It won't go. Rebound tipped around, and McDonald's got it. 2:36 to play. Across the timelines, Brazel. Working to Cazell. Down to Myers in the left corner. Skip pass. Holt couldn't get it. Brazel comes out of there with it. And now Myers tries the baseline. Back out it goes to McDonald for 3.
Good night. Why not?
He's got 5 threes, 17 points. That's the 11th for the team. And 50-24. LJ across the timeline. Houston finds Holt out on the floor. Up top is Kennan. Now to Hunter Houston, left side. Hunter to LJ. Here's Kennan now. Pressing at the high post. Nope, wasn't ready for it, but LJ got the loose ball. He'll drive in. Scoop shots, blocked. Myers with the rebound. Minute 44 on the run. They left it for Henry. Layup, good. Nice extra pass there from McDonald, and it's 52-24.
Well, just to give you some perspective, Van Buren scored 38 points in the game at Greenbrier on Friday night. Lost 47-38.
Wow. So they're obviously breathing real deep. This is a full timeout, Doc. Let's take one with them. Minute 29, third period. Van Buren 52, Greenwood 24. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. To Carnes, who's checked in. Back to Kennan. Stops and pops. 11-footer won't go. And a rebound by Myers. Brazel's got it. Myers up top. Let a 3 fly. Unreal. Didn't go, but offensive board to McDonald. He'll center it up. That's Brazel to come get it. He'll find Cazell. Drives in. Stops and pops. Good. Little 13-footer.
Sometimes when you're breathing real deep.
30-point lead now for Van Buren. Under a minute left, third period.
There hadn't been a shot that hadn't looked true for them.
Holt shot's an air ball.
Consecutive trips of air balls there for the Bulldogs.
Yep. Perkins is in for Van Buren. 45 seconds left in the period. Greenwood's in trouble of getting a mercy rule here if they don't cut this lead in and have a humongous period. That's Jaznan there, or I beg your pardon, Jaden Garnes has checked in for Greenwood as well with Chick and Carnes. Kennan and Holt. Down low. It's Myers. Out on the floor it goes to Brazel. 12 on the shot clock. He'll try to drive her outside the lane. Shot up. Holt's going to be called for the foul. And we've got an intentional signal coming in as Holt kind of hit him across the neck as he went in. That's going to get Caleb Burnett up off the bench. This will be a free throw and the ball as Drew Brazel will shoot the 2 shots. First one is no good. Holt's out. And the first time we've seen Caleb Burnett, the sophomore. Second free throw is good for Drew Brazel. Can't believe he missed a free throw. It's 12 points for him. And then Brazel will trigger from the right side of the lane down on the baseline, 55-24. Inbounds into Cazell. He'll find Brazel. Dribbles through the legs. Burnett up on him closely. Now got to pick up top. Left it for Cazell for three left wing. Would not go long. Rebound and follow.
Oh, are you kidding me?
For McDonald. Didn't even need to beat the buzzer, but tried. And the time runs out on the third period. 57-24. Greenwood getting it handed to him tonight here in Van Buren. We'll be in the Mercy Rule when we come back after this timeout. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. (57-24). The boys in trouble here on the road. The Bulldogs will be in the Mercy Rule here in Van Buren. 57-24 Pointers basketball. And Brazel's got it. Finds Myers up top to Cazell. Into the key. Three ball coming from McDonald. It's off the mark. Kennan with a rebound for Greenwood. That's his fifth rebound. Into the front court, Aiden down the right side of the lane, all the way to the basket, up and in, and a foul called. Oh, baby. 8 points for Kennan.
No quitting 1-4. He's going.
Who did call the foul on?
14.
Bryce Perkins, his second. That's what Donnie told him. Let's play hard, forget the score, forget the clock running, just play hard. Let's just see if we can win the quarter. Missed the free throw. Rebound by McDonald. Here comes Van Buren quickly. Brazel shaking and baking. Burnett on him. He'll get it out to McDonald. Leave it for Perkins, top of the key. Between the leg dribble, finds Myers now. Chick guarding him. 57-26. Van Buren in command. Cazell hands it to Perkins. Trying to drive, shot up. Good for Bryce Perkins, the junior.
Yeah, Van Buren has not missed many shots tonight.
Houston inbounds the Chick back to Hunter Houston, and Triple H will bring it across the timeline. Finds Burnett, deep right corner. He'll bring it out on the wing. Got a pick from Carnes. Thought about a three. Now Kennan, top of the key. Penetrates, shot from 8 feet. Won't go. Rebound tipped out. Chick was had on somebody on his back. Thought he should have got a call. He did not. We're going the other way. Brazel to Myers. And then around the lane, won't go. Got his own rebound. No Chick. Knocked it away. Loose ball. Burnett's got it. Ahead to Kennan. Left wing. Aiden. Stops and pops. Fade away. Won't go. Rebound. McDonald. Aiden just can't find the range. Nothing going right for Greenwood tonight. And Van Buren's can't miss.
What's the old adage? When you're hot, shoot until you're not. When you're not, shoot until you're hot.
Absolutely.
Van Buren has been on fire tonight.
Another three from Cazell, not there. Rebound tipped around. Burnett comes out of there with it. The sophomore, 6-footer. 59-26. Hunter Houston across the timeline. Still with his dribble to the top of the key to Kennan, right wing. Aiden looking for a pick from Chick. Stop. He didn't let it fly. Nope, thought he would. High post, Carnes. Right elbow. Grant. One arm floater.
Get in there.
Big fella. I can see Grant Carnes get loose. Kennan with the assist. 59-28. There's 5:17 to play. Van Buren now. McDonald across the timeline.
I know you know this. I don't know if there's many players that can elevate as quickly and stay there as long as Grant Carnes.
Brazel with another three, by the way. I agree. 15 for him. That's his fourth three. It's wild that Coach Autry's left his starters in. I don't. Doesn't matter. I'd rather play the best, but 62-28. Hoping don't get anybody hurt. Is what I'm talking about. Here's Kennan stopping and popping. Just can't find that range there. Cazell with a board. He'll get it to Brazel. Try to skip past, guess who? Mr. Leaping Ability, Carnes, finds Burnett. Burnett on the run, the couple of sophomores. Shot forced up and a foul called on Drew Brazel. That'll be his first. And Caleb Burnett, who had a really good JV game, if I recall, had some big points there late, a little 2-point win. And Caleb to the line for 2 free throws. 6-foot sophomore. Shot on the way, good for Caleb Burnett. That'll make you free pitches. Jaden Garnes checking in for Aiden Kennan. And now they empty the bench, do the pointers with Clark Seeger. We saw him and Rodriguez earlier. Rodrigo Henriquez is in. Number 3 is Jackson Taylor. Burnett's second free throw won't go.
Burnett's first free throw was the first free throw that Greenwood has made all night.
That's a fact. We're 1 out of now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 out of 7. Also in is Eli Johnson for Van Buren. Scoop shot up in there for Jackson Taylor. And he gets the basket at 64-29.
The Taylor kid was electric against Greenwood 9th grade last year. Actually hit a shot to win it at Greenwood.
Wow. Carnes trying to get the rebound off of Brendan Chick. Miss. Could not handle it. Devin Mays is the other player that's in for Van Buren, number 23. Seeger into the paint. Kicked it out to Taylor. Left wing, back up top to Seeger. Clark into the lane. Left it for Johnson. He couldn't handle it, and Clark gets the loose ball. Seeger comes near side to Taylor. Top into the key now against the Greenwood man-to-man. Seeger wants a 3, not there. Carnes picks him up. Good switch up top. And now Taylor tries to penetrate. 4 on the shot clock. And he'll let one go, and it's an air ball. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Greenwood will get the basketball back. 2:46 and the clock running is 64-29. Second shot clock violation the Bulldogs have got. Scotty Hottie Holland up off the bench off with a shooting shirt. He'll check in next whistle. Hunter Houston has pocket picked by Henriquez. He's going to go hard to the basket and gets it to go. Rodrigo Henriquez. 66-29 now. Here comes Greenwood. That's Garnes across the timeline. Finds Burnett. And a foul called on 23, Mays. His first, team's fourth. Here comes Scott Holland in, another sophomore. He'll get Hunter Houston. A.G. Denton is in for Van Buren along with Ty Cobley. Burnett will inbound over here in front of the Greenwood bench down to our left. 66-29 with 2 minutes left. Garnes gathers. Garnes is a sophomore as well. Burnett's 3 on the way left wing. Won't go. Rebound cleared out of there by Johnson. 3, 4 sophomores and a junior on the floor for Greenwood right now. Denton trying hard in there, and he traveled. They're going to call it finally. I saw Claire Holland, first one up with the travel symbol in the bleachers, so a long line of officials coming from the Holland crew. Here's Jaden Garnes now. To the left side now is Burnett. There's Scott Holland up top, directing traffic, 66-29. Holland lost the handle, gathers it, being harassed out there by Cobley. Now Carnes up top. Grant puts it on the deck. Finds Garnes right wing. He'll stop and pop from 17. Won't go. Grant Carnes with a big rebound. Hook shot, good.
Grant says, give me that.
Second board for Carnes. And it's 66-31. In for Van Buren. They empty the bench. And I don't have half these players on my roster. I've got Trevor Douglas. I don't have number 30.
They can only play with 5, though.
Asher Wood.
They had 6 out there.
Jackson Myers.
We learned that in the first half.
Yes,
you can only have 5.
Right. So here's 30 with it. He'll give it to Douglas. Now Wood, a shot on the way. from Ethan Rogers, the other player in, the junior. He makes it. It's just like a big old bucket, big wash tub up there. 68-31, 17 seconds left. This one's all over. Garnes will drive down the baseline. Holland lets a three fly. Off the mark, no good. 30 with a rebound. 7 seconds. And they will run the clock out. 68-31. Van Buren with a manhandling tonight of these Greenwood Bulldogs. Yeah, this is one of them games, Doc, where you got to get home and get in the shower real quick and get the cooties off of you. Not just the Crawford County cooties, but the whole loss. Dadgummit. Some numbers quickly for you. Doc Holt finished the night with 8 points. 2 points for Preston, 5 points for LJ. 8 points for Kennan. He had 5 boards as well. A 3-ball for Triple H, Hunter Houston, our Ronald Reagan Realty's player spotlight tonight. And 4 points for Grant Karn.
Caleb Burnett had 1. Don't forget to leave
the free throw. That's right. I forgot about the only free throw he made. How could I forget?
Greenwood on the wrong side of this scoreboard, obviously. And we've said it a couple times. Van Buren was just unconscious from outside. Yeah. I mean, they knocked down, I don't know how many threes they had on the night, but it was a hot mess of them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 times 3.
36.
That's 36, and that's more than we had total. They made 36 points from three-point land, so that just tells you how locked in Van Buren was from the outside. And sometimes, as they said, Mama said, there'd be days like these.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the wrong way for the Bulldogs, and they fall on the road here 68-31.
Ronald Reagan Realty sponsoring our seniors profile each night. Triple H is our guy tonight. Obviously 12th grade. He's a senior. 3.8 GPA. Plays football, baseball, and basketball. History is his favorite subject. Wants to major in business. He isn't sure where he's going to college yet. He's been on the principal's roll, the honor roll. His parents are Scott and Allison Houston. Favorite saying, same difference. Favorite author, Paul the Apostle. And favorite music artist, DKGKIE. I thought for sure someone would text me and tell me what that means, but they have not. So I'll have to do some research and fill you in. This Friday when we're back home, on Friday the 13th, and those golden goblins come to town. Should be spooky.
Should be a lot of spookiness.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good news for the Greenwood Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And the Lady Bulldogs. Yeah. Hopefully the Bulldogs got this out of their system. Hopefully the Lady Bulldogs continue their role. But we'll see you live from HB Stewart, 4 o'clock JV girls. Boys will follow that, and then the varsity girls will tip at 6 or somewhere thereabouts. And the varsity boys will follow that one.
I want to thank Mossy Oak Properties in part for our broadcast tonight. Field, Land, and Farm, and all of our sponsors down the line. Thank you, Sean Holland, for the production night of the live stream. Thank you to Joey Buffkin running the camera tonight. Always the best in the business. Dr. Smith, our Greenwood Athletics Director, thank you, sir, for joining me tonight. Mike Side, and appreciate Lissa back at the station for making us sound so good. We'll see you Friday night, HB Stewart Bulldog Arena, 6 o'clock. Golden Goblins in town, Friday the 13th. It'll be 6 o'clock tip for our next radio broadcast. Live stream, you'll have Thursday at home, some junior high action. So if you're watching online, click back over here on Thursday. You can watch some junior high action as well. And appreciate Scott and Buffkin and all the guys for getting that on the air. All right, well, have a good week, and we'll see you Friday night. Split over here in Van Buren. Lady Bulldogs win 60-28. Greenwood loses 68-31. The Bulldogs lose the nightcap. For Dr. Dustin Smith, I'm Tim Terry saying so long from Van Buren, Arkansas. It's been Greenwood Sports Center Online, and you're home for local sports in the River Valley. Fox Sports Radio, the Sports Hog, 103.5.